Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Nathanias cold cast, the variety of which you've never seen before in your entire life. In the bottom right, we have from Team Root, Disc.
Shoot the pan.
He faces off against the Red Zerg in the northwest. Ranger. Wow. Now, I took this replay very randomly off of drop.sc. I have no idea what happens in it, so I apologize if either player decides to use a racial slur in this game. That's right. I picked a game that wasn't even Terran. Nathanias haters. BTFO. So we've got Disc. He's got the low ground gate expand. Just normal. Nothing really crazy going on here. He's got the gas in the main. Our Zerg player going for the hatch first. Not even taking that gas or pool yet. He's feeling comfortable. He's feeling fine. Perhaps he's got a bit of a reputation playing against Disc, who kind of jerks the probe around a little bit, but not doing too much. DH Lazuli in chat says, if we were skydiving and the wind blew off all our clothes and you like pulled on my instead of the paracord or something, would you be down to kiss in the afterlife? My answer is no. So the drone's like, okay, let's make sure we're not getting, you know, El Cannon de Russia over here. And that pool is finally coming in. We've got the cybernetics core and the natural. So for those of you who enjoy this type of stuff, this is something that I want to do more, something I want to work in more. Of course, I will be reacting to my chat. These are not going to be presented as just like offline recorded games. I'll whip up a good package. We'll find a name for this series. The StarCraft Fractured Butthole. Who knows? Hello, Munster. What is up, my dude? And yeah, the goal is to just literally cast random replays. I have no idea what happened in this game. I have no idea. It's going to be like, think of it as like Ancient Aliens, that TV show, but StarCraft, where we're unearthing the dark secrets of the ladder. And you know what? We can take replays that aren't even North American. So I'm just going to say, if you have a good, funny game that doesn't go like 45 minutes, people always, for some reason, like to submit those. And yes, those can be fun, but it takes forever to get through them. Send them my way. Send them my way. This probe's been able to do a pretty good amount of scouting. I can't believe the Lings backed off. There's not even an Adept here. The Adept is coming, and we'll see. Disc is very good. Spanks me. He spanks me hard every time that we have to play against each other. So let's see. So this Adept comes by. I should turn off the colors if I can. There we go. The Adept throws the shade. Doesn't see too much yet. Is he going to let it finish? There's 4 slow Lings. No. Did he see the lair? Wow, he saw that the lair is on the way. That's really important. We have a Void Ray in production, so I think that Disc is concerned about the possibility of getting hit with a Nidus rush, right? Would that be... That's about all you would do in this situation as a Zerg. He is taking the extra gases. I don't know. Could be... If this was like Bly, I'd be like, maybe it's Nidus, maybe it's Muta. And I guess because it's a random ladder game, it could be that if you take these geysers, taking the 3rd and 4th gas, like those aren't really necessary for a Nidus all-in. Unless you want to do something else with it, like maybe rush Nidus Swarm Host. I really don't know. Let's see. The Void Ray is going to be a great deterrent. And I think you see the Void Ray, you don't go for... You can't just Nidus rush if they go for a Void Ray. Right? And since the Spire, excuse me, since the Stargate's already there, you can't really go into Mutas either, because then they can build Phoenix easily. So Robo follow-up. And it's an Infestation Pit. So I guess it's gonna be a Nidus later, but with Swarm Hosts. It could be an Infestor rush, but Infestors aren't really that good right now in this meta game, especially not rushed, especially versus air units. I have no idea. All right, so add some sentries. That's fine. Sentries are good. Sentries are great. Sentries are cool. I'm down with that. There's the Nidus. Okay, I knew this was gonna happen. But you have to feel like this is a very risky thing to do. As long as the Oracle for Disc is flying around and keeping its eye open for the possibility of this attack, he should be fine. Nidus Swarm Host versus Stargate. Are there enough queens to actually go through the Nidus and kill it? There's only 3 queens. 3 queens wouldn't even be enough, I don't think, to fight against everything So the Void Ray alone should be able to just keep popping worms. But I guess that's the struggle, right? Because this Void Ray is moving across the map. There is an Immortal on the way. So there's the Nidus. Void Ray's killing an Overlord. And he's got the other Overseer here. And the Phoenix, okay, Hallucinating Phoenix sees that one. I can't believe people still do this. This triggers me. This build, man. This build is the equivalent of just DMing like a supermodel on Twitter and just being like, WYD. You don't even say what's up, how you doing. You just type those 3 letters. You just type the what you do in subtext. WYD. This build. See, but there, see, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't even have that many queens. So he kills the Nidus. I forgot that they got, oh no, no. Oh well. And then the Swarm hosts come from the south. So is Disc just gonna get beaten to death? Man, if Disc loses to this, it's definitely still OP. Kipo. Oh, there's the creep tumor on the outside. Oh god. Well, this just doesn't. Man, sometimes the Protoss wishes the lube upgrade was still there, you know? Well, that's it, right? You just start trading crazy cost effectively. You lift up that Locust. You trade energy for nothing. But the problem is losing that Void Ray now and these creep tumors that the queens are dropping. You're just going to have vision. Well, guys, I didn't think it was going to happen, but the very first cold cast game that I wanted to get going for this series. I don't know why I said we. This isn't Maximus Black and Nova War. Although I wouldn't mind to be hit up with the sound of a oof. Duck step. Is that what they named that genre? Or goose step? No, it was the sound of a goose, right? Oh, Disc is super dead, right? There's totally no way he can win. Oh, just right click on the Nexus. 2019 gets crazier. Okay, well, I picked a terrible game to start with. Is there anybody that looks at this and thinks this is fun other than like the type of people who leave a flaming bag of shit on their neighbor's doorsteps? I imagine that's how the Zerg feels. It's getting a prism, getting more batteries. And then you, well, that's the scary thing, right? It's just like, do you want to put the shield battery energy onto the Nexus? It's a tough call. Oh my god, I'm going to throw up. 24 swarm hosts, 7 more on the way. There is no god. The type of saying how people who build BCs enjoy this. It costs money. BCs aren't free. Oh, that storm. You killed nothing. Oh, okay. Well, I got nothing. That was bad.